San Francisco is one of the most iconic cities in the country, but recently tourists saying they are shocked by the conditions on the streets. Look at these pictures, citing homelessness and needle use. So what's going on in that liberal area? Former vice chair of the California Republican Party and attorney Harmeet Dhillon is outraged with the conditions of her city, and she joins us now with more. Harmeet, thanks for joining us.
Yes, happy to be here, Ainsley.
Wonderful. Well, tell us what is happening. If we were tourists and we went to San Francisco, what would we see on the streets?
Well, recently what you're going to see is a real spike in homelessness on our streets. You're going to see human excrement because these homeless people are going in the streets, even in very fancy neighborhoods. Hypodermic needles everywhere because we give out free needles to drug addicts in the city. And you'll even see people shooting up heroin right there in the middle of the day, in the middle of the tourist districts in San Francisco. So it's not only scary for the tourists, it's actually scary for those of us who live here. We pay the highest rents in the nation. We have the highest property crimes of all 50 American cities, and it's just getting worse. So, you know, liberal politicians in our city and our state have created these conditions here with crime. We have catch and release for criminals in our city, and they think that by giving out needles and coddling and encouraging people to come, that maybe it'll make it better for them, but obviously it's making it worse for everybody.
I read that one of the local TV stations went out and they were surveying all the streets. They walked 153 blocks in downtown San Francisco and then reported on what they found. They found trash littered on every block, 41 blocks dotted with needles, and 96 blocks were sold with piles of feces. It's just disgusting. Why is this happening in San Francisco?
Well, it's happening for a combination of reasons. Number one, I call San Francisco the utopian petri dish of America. We try out every crazy liberal idea there, and then sometimes they spread to other cities, unfortunately.
Like giving out free needles,
in San Francisco, yes, some of the addicts are getting 18 needles a month. I mean, that's been going on for over 20 years, but it's really spiked. We've had a doubling of the number of homeless people living on the street in the top tourist neighborhoods in our city. And overall in California, we actually have had a spike. So a quarter of the homeless people in America live in California. But we have warm weather, as you showed in your pictures there. It's a very beautiful city, and it's a very, very liberal city. Gavin Newsom is now trying to become the governor, and he was our mayor. And they just give out cash, and they give out benefits to homeless people.
Okay.
And guess what? When you subsidize something, people come and there's more of it.
Yeah, it's enabling people. Thanks so much, Harmeet. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
All right, White House
right.
Deputy Press Secretary